So a South Carolina man has been charged in the murder of his black fiancée. The white male, Michael Lee Wilkerson, has allegedly killed his black fiancée, Brittany Michelle Davis, and then sent her mother text messages as if she was still alive. So we definitely want to say rest in peace to the lost. Rest in peace and condolences to the family of the one lost. So it says a South Carolina man had been accused of killing his black fiancée and continuing to text her mother after her death to make it seem as though she was still alive. Michael Lee Wilkerson was taken into custody on August 24th in the murder of Brittany Michelle Davis. So Davis had been missing for more than a year when human remains were found in a wooded area in Georgia in April. DNA testing confirmed that the remains found were that of Davis, who was 32 at the time. Davis was last seen at a restaurant in Greenville, South Carolina in February 2020, and police suspect that Wilkerson killed Davis on or about February 12th last year. According to police, Davis had been living with Wilkerson, 42, at the time of her death. Her family reported her missing on March the 16th. A cause of death has not been determined, but police uncovered evidence during their investigation to charge him with murder and that she was a victim of foul play. Wilkerson was taken into custody by U.S. Marshals Task Force, the Gwinnett County Sheriff's Office, and the Gwinnett County Police Department during a traffic stop in Beaufort, Georgia. Based on evidence obtained during the investigation, detectives had probable cause to charge Michael Lee Wilkerson, 42, with the murder of Brittany Michelle Davis, officials said. Wilkerson will be extradited from the Gwinnett County Jail, where he's currently being held, to South Carolina, where he will face charges, and Davis's family. So we definitely want to say rest in peace. Once again, let's check out.
Investigators say they've arrested a man who killed his fiancée. He's in Gwinnett County, Georgia, waiting to be brought back to Greenville, where he'll go before a judge. Lee Parsons has that story.
We first wrote this story back in March of 2020 when the Greenville Police Department issued these photos to the public asking for help finding missing 32-year-old Brittany Michelle Davis of Greenville. That's when Davis's family contacted GPD to report her missing. She was last seen in early February on Woodruff Road. Investigators say she was living with her fiancé at the time, Michael Lee Wilkerson, along McDaniel Avenue. That's where detectives say they found evidence suggesting Davis was dead and likely a victim of foul play. More than a year later, in April of 2021, investigators found human remains in a wooded area in northeast Georgia. DNA tests later determined they belonged to Davis. No cause of death has been determined so far. However, police say the evidence obtained drew a connection to Davis's fiancée Wilkerson. On Tuesday, law enforcement officials took Wilkerson into custody during a traffic stop in Beaufort, Georgia. That's where he's currently in jail waiting to come back to Greenville, where he'll face those murder charges. Friends of Davis say she was a beautiful soul with a good heart.
Brittany was a shining light, and for her to die like this, it's just it's heartbreaking for everybody.
Davis years ago, but they kept in touch. He says the hardest part was living day to day in the unknown.
People pass away of cancer, or they pass away in a car wreck or something like that. You kind of know what it was, but not to know where she was and how she passed away. I think that was the biggest thing that that really just hurt everybody.
Pace says as the months passed, his hope of seeing her again dwindled.
The story was, she had got a plane ticket booked to Puerto Rico. And I know she loved Puerto Rico. Me and her spoke about that, but she never got on the flight.
He says that he's thankful that she will be put to rest peacefully.
It's sad, and it's you kind of sick at your stomach, but I will say this: I'm glad her mom, who's such a sweet person, and her brothers got some closure.
Olivia Parsons reporting there. We did reach out to the Greenville Police Department for comment. They said they won't provide a statement until Wilkerson's been formally served with his murder warrant.
Yeah, so there we see, guys. Definitely sad story. So it says Holliman was led to believe that Davis was still alive through a series of texts that was sent by Wilkerson and Melody Holliman, as Davis's mother. So she received text messages from a 32-year-old daughter last February and March, in which she claimed she would be returning from a trip to Puerto Rico, but she had never actually taken that trip. So, peace, family. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and check us out on aboutthaonline.com. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook for exclusive playlists and social media for all different types of segments and content.